welcome back to Wake Up WA. Now, coming up this Saturday, I understand the Royal Show is on. And to tell us more all about the wonderful entertainment and what you can see, we've got ducks running around here in the studio at the moment. We've got Brian Harrington from the Ducks in Drag. He's come all the way from New South Wales. And we have Kalinda Anderson, who's the organiser of the Perth Royal Show Entertainment, to tell us more.
The Royal Show is a lot of fun. We got along last year, and we're going to try and get along this year as well. We might even pop down on Sunday, so we'll let you know more about that on Thursday and Friday, whether or not you can drop by and say good day and get yourself on telly. But now that Brian's got his mic on, good morning. Kalinda, good morning, Brian.
Good morning.
So, first of all, I guess the Perth Royal Show's firing up.
Yeah, starting on Saturday, and it'll go through to the following Saturday, so it's the 29th of September. And it's getting very exciting. The showgrounds has transformed dramatically over the last 10 days, and it will continue to do so till we open up 9 o'clock Saturday morning.
How many people get involved in setting up?
Such a huge community event. I mean, we are talking in the tens of thousands of people that converge on the showgrounds to set up and then maintain it, and then obviously to run it over the 8 days.
So the big transformation.
Now, what can people expect this year, entertainment-wise?
Well, for a start, I mean, we have our ducks. I mean, really, the Royal Show we can't forget is a huge agricultural event, and there are animals, all different types of fun, and we're talking thousands again over the show week. And to see something like this is really quite unique, isn't it, Brian?
It is.
Hasn't really been. Brian's the only one that does this in Australia, I believe, and travels all around Australia.
I'll go a bit further than that. I'd say the world.
Really?
Is that right? I've had a lot of people talk to me over the years, Brian, we've travelled the world, we've never seen anything like this.
Now, what age are these ducks, Brian?
Yes, some of them would be surprised. Like some of those, I'm not here, these ones here today, but I have got some 19-year-old.
Is that right?
An elder man said to me up at Brisbane Royal once, he said, Brian, you feed them whole corn, they'll last forever.
Whole corn?
Whole corn. I know it's a big grain, but they get so much nutrients out of that whole piece, but if I was to feed them sort of mash and that only last 5 or 7 years.
Okay.
Please, back up.
Now, they're dressed up, ducks in drag. Tell us a little bit about the purpose of that.
Well, I came up with this idea a long time ago. I've been doing this for 20-odd years, and I have a really top dressmaker. Now, please, back up.
Oh, they get their own designer.
They do.
I have evening wear, day wear, off the races, piece back, jackaroos and dries the bone coats and bridal wear.
So there's actually a full fashion parade where the ducks actually walk along a catwalk and show off all their fabulous designs.
A duck walk, as the case may be.
As well as an actual duck race.
Yeah.
So what are these ducks wearing this morning?
Yeah, this is, I sort of call this a day wear outfit. And, it's a nice little hot pink outfit, and it's green piece, back up. And what's happened to ducks, we've got pants on these ducks that you probably cannot see, so we don't have any messes. Piece, back up. And I do go into old people's homes and retirement homes like piece, and we've got to put little pants on so we don't have any messes on the carpet like in here. And,
Absolutely fantastic. Now, how long does it take to get them into their outfits? Are they pretty keen? Do they get excited? Do they know what's going on?
Oh, well, they're used to it. They've been around for a long time. It's like, piece, back up. It only takes a few seconds to dress them, really. Yeah, it's just myself that, you do it a few times and peace, you don't stop smiling at that.
I always have to ask the question when I see something a little bit new and unique like this, where did the idea come from in the first place, Brian? Did you just sit there one day and thought, gee, those ducks could do with some clothes? No,
I was doing some work in our hometown to Nulliquin. That's where the Shoot Master's going to be on the long weekend. We'll give them a plug.
Yep.
And peace back. And this tourist place was pretty ordinary at the time, and I said I could come and do some shows for you, They said, we can't afford to pay you. And I said, well, I'll do it for nothing because the town was good to me. And so I started off with sheep, and then I brought the ducks in, Peace, come on in, and I happened to see a comic, Donald Duck and Daisy, and I thought, I can do that. And that's where that little bit come from.
There you go.
Peace, back
I think your underwear's riding up. Now, Kalinda, how important is the Perth Royal Show in the context of Western Australian life?
It is the single biggest event that we have really in WA for the entire year. It is coming together of the country and the regional areas, showcasing what they do and how important they are into WA. And so it really is, I suppose, probably the most important event, if I may say so. Yeah, other than probably Australia Day fireworks.
Okay, what other events that are new this year at the Royal Show?
Well, every year we do strive to try and find many different acts for the show that are different, that people haven't seen before. And this year we're lucky enough to have the Flying Lotards. They're coming over from Queensland.
Yep.
They're doing a fabulous trapeze and aerial performance. We've got Horsepower.
Yes.
We've been hearing Horsepower advertised quite a bit on the radio.
Yes. Well, it's together with 25 horses, and they are covered in LED lights, and it's a choreographed piece to music with fireworks and flags. It's really quite spectacular. You'll see a shortened version of that at lunchtime in the main arena, and then every night at 8:30, that's the full show. So it's really something that really is something that has been written exclusively for WA, never been seen before, and it's looking like it being a brilliant show.
And quickly, you mentioned there's a massive fashion parade. Now, when I think of the Royal Show, I haven't been for a fair few years, but I think of, petting zoos, candy cane, rides. I don't. A fashion parade doesn't click to mind. So.
Well, this is actually in the Ellington Theatre, and it's basically showcasing all the King Street designers. So, I mean, it's really the top end. And it's brought together with Kylie the Showgirl. And that's a Kylie Minogue performer, and so it's basically going to be a musical together with the fashion. So that'll be very exciting too. We've got a hypnotist, Shane St James.
Oh, Shane St James, okay.
Yes, he's a brilliant performer. We've got JJ Jack and Molly the Wonder Dog. That's doing a show on the Smile the Smoking Family Fun stage. We've got the Chipolatas coming in from the UK. We've got Wacky Acts coming from Melbourne, and they basically walk around in scuba gear, performing instruments. With the odd water pistol. So the list is quite extensive.
Fortunately, we do have a website address so that people can go and have a bit of a look, because obviously there's far too many things going on. The Royal Agricultural Society doing a fantastic job for hundreds of years.
Yes, well, it is. I think
since I've been around.
We did have our centenary a couple of years ago, so yes.
Now, I know Anita's put herself down for going on to the fireworks. When do they happen?
Well, that's every night at 9 o'clock, and without a doubt that is the pinnacle probably of all the things you can see. And nowhere in the world really can you be that close to the fireworks and to be, it's just a sensational show. And this year they've invested quite a bit more time and energy and money into it and bringing some new effects to Australia. So.
Well, I'm looking forward to getting along. We will be making our way down to the Royal Show at some point, so we'll let you all know when you can come down, and that way you can get to be on Wake Up WA as well as enjoying all the wonderful sights at the Royal Show, including ducks and drag.
Yes.
I never would have thought in a million years. Now, we'll get you to stay here for a second. We're going to go across for a news update, but Brian and Clinton, thanks very much for coming in, and look forward to getting down and seeing all the rest of the exciting events of the Royal Show. I don't know why they say don't work with children and animals on television. They did a great job. Thank you, ladies. Are they actually ladies?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so...
I wouldn't dress up a boy.
Well, drag, it's all right. But look, we need to go for another news update, but we'll go across the other news deck with Rebecca.
Thank you. Yes, good morning. Making news headlines this morning.